I can't help you, Sam.
Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Splinter Cell Conviction. That's my title. Thought of it all by myself. So forgive me for the abrupt beginning to this video and series, but let me explain. This playthrough of Splinter Cell Conviction will not be focusing too much on the plot. Why? Well, first because the game came out in 2010, and therefore any commentary or insight I might have on the plot is likely irrelevant because it has been done before. Therefore, this playthrough will assume that you've already played Splinter Cell Conviction and are watching to see how I fare following the rules I have set for this endeavor. And speaking of rules, here they are. I promise I will not shoot my gun unless the game requires it to progress, and that'll make sense in a little bit. I also will not circumvent rule number 1 by killing enemies with gadgets. I will allow myself to use gadgets, but not for lethal purposes.
There you go, Sam. Nice
And
start.
rule number 3, I will not use any editing tricks or checkpoints to pass levels. And that may come up, so we'll get to that when we do. But here's what I can't promise. I can't promise it will be clean, it will be super stealthy, or that I can do it. I haven't exactly banked any episodes, so I'm kind of forcing myself to do this because I don't want to let you guys down. So hey, it should be fun. So as you can see so far, we've taken out a couple guys, and I fast forward through scenes like this involving Sam and his daughter. I don't really have any rules about the plot, but those scenes do a little more for our purposes than explain game mechanics. And in this flashback scene, the game explains another game mechanic, Mark and Execute, which is not something we'll be using in this playthrough. But the game demanded that I use it there to progress, so my hands are tied. So I guess enjoy it while you can.
Get a hold of him. I'll ID him, and you can figure out what.
So we're going to make our way through the alley here, moving cover to cover, and I have to say again, I've set these rules for myself, and I feel kind of bad because the first level of any game is a tutorial level, and as you can see, I'm fast forwarding here because I'm trying to figure out a way to slide through here and take out these guys hand to hand, but again, the game is demanding it, so I have to use Mark and Execute there to complete the tutorial. And I do promise it's not going to be like this from now on. Once we get through the game trying to teach us how to play, we're going to have a lot more free reign with how we behave.
I think I will.
So right here, it's going to be a little easier to do what we want to do. Not easy, but the game's going to allow us to do it.
This Fisher guy's smart. Probably ran out the back end.
Hello there.
Thumbs up our asses.
And with that gentleman taken care of, we're left with his 3 friends at the fruit stand.
Hopefully before we
And so we're just going to get a little closer and survey the situation. You know, I forgot to mention that we are playing on realistic difficulty. You guys are just going to have to take my word for it. But from here, we're going to try to use all of our cunning to make this work. Hi, guys. Like I said, it's not always going to be stealthy. Sometimes the enemies are locked where they are, and they're just not going to move, so you have to do something a little different to distract them. It is interesting how differently you have to play when you handicap yourself like this. Like I said, I can't promise it's going to be stealthy, because sometimes I'm just going to have to do things like this to draw enemies out. But I am remembering an unfortunate strength that the AI has. They don't always just rush in when you want them to. A lot of times they'll just hunker down and wait for you to roll right in front of them and snap their buddy's neck so that they can shoot you. That one's my bad, guys. I'm going to do my best not to hide the failures, but I don't want to make the videos too long. So, like I said, no editing tricks, so I'll show when I screw up. So let's try this again. A little with feeling this time. I already said hello there. I got to come up with something different. Oh crap, it's too late. Hey there, pal. It's good to see you again. Let's take a walk over here and just, I guess, kill you by tossing you. Alright, well, here we go again. Going cover to cover for some reason, because they can't see me. I don't know why I wasted time with that. I should know better by now. I've beaten this game like 100 times. Fast forwarding again, because I'm going to do this a lot. I've realized I'm going to do a lot of sitting around trying to figure out what to do. I'm very cautious in video games. Okay, now the way I see it, I had the right idea. Draw the guys away and pick them off one by one, but I just got a little too excited. So we're gonna try it again. Come here, guys. Alright, we don't need to go that far, Matt. Come on. Alright, so we're gonna sit here again and fast forward and realize, like I said before, they're not coming. So we're gonna have to go to them. At least now they're not locked into their default positions and we can get them to move around by exposing ourselves. Exposing ourselves. Alright. I'm gonna keep that in. That's what you came for. It's Dixels, right? Came here for the dick jokes. So like I said, this is what we wanted to do. We wanted to get them all riled up and moving around so that we can do stuff like this. You know, I'm beginning to realize it'd probably be a lot easier on these guys if they knew I wasn't using a gun. Because, I mean, if they just, rushed me, they could probably take me out. But they don't know that, and that's not my fault. So we're just going to patiently wait on this guy and take him out. Alright, we did it, guys. This is essentially the end of the level. That guy doesn't fight back. He just runs away, and here we go with the cutscene. And in case you're really paying attention, I did have to use an editing trick there, but it was only because I had lost the final cutscene here and I needed to splice it in. So I'll just wrap it up by saying I really hope you enjoyed the first level of Let's Play Splinter Cell Conviction.
Fuck you!
Alright, you know what, man? I was gonna let you go and cut the scene short, but you know what? Have some fucking urinal. Stay tuned, guys. I'll see you next time.